The noble Mahayana Sanghata Sutra, Dharma-paryaya. The part 2. Therefore, Sarvashula listened to the distinctive qualities of dedication. Sarvashura, at a time long past, countless eons ago, at the Tathagata and Arhat, a perfect and complete Buddha named Ratnashri, endowed with knowledge and good conduct, gone to bliss, knower of the world, and surpassed guide of beings to be tamed, teacher of devas and humans, a Buddha, a blessed one, arose in the world. Sarvashura, at that time and that moment, I was a Brahmin youth. All those sentient beings whom I was leading to the gnosis of a Buddha at that time, at that moment, had become wild animals, and so at that time, at that moment, I made this prayer: may all the wild animals who are now completely tormented by sufferings be reborn in my Buddha field. May I establish them all in the gnosis of Buddha. And all those wild animals, having heard those words, said, may it be so. Sarvashura, by this route of virtue, the sentient beings have come here, and will be completely enlightened in the unsurpassed, perfect and complete enlightenment. Thereupon, after hearing this greatly joyful thing from the Buddha, the Bodhisattva, the great being Sarvashura, said to the Blessed One, Blessed One, what lifespan is possible for those sentient beings? The Blessed One said, a lifespan of 80 eons is possible for those sentient beings. The Bodhisattva Sarvashura said, Blessed One, how much is the measure of an eon? The Blessed One said, Child of the lineage, listen. It is as follows. To make an analogy, a man built an enclosure 12 yojanas in circumference and 3 yojanas in height, and completely filled that enclosure with nothing but sesame seeds. Then, whatever 1,000 years had passed, that man cast a single sesame seed out of that enclosure that was completely filled with sesame seeds. And such a manner, even when that man comes to the end of all those sesame seeds, and even the foundation and base of that enclosure no longer exist, still an aeon would not have come to an end. Moreover, Sarvashura, it is as follows. To make an analogy, there is a mountain 50 yojanas in depth and some 12 yojanas in height. Then a man built a house on the side of that mountain, and for a long time, when 100 years passed, that man would wipe it once with a cloth of Benares muslin. By this doing so, the mountain would come to an end, but even after it had, still an aeon would not have come to an end. Sarvashura, that is the measure of an aeon. Then Bodhisattva, the great being Sarvashura, arose and addressed the Blessed One. Blessed One, if even one dedication produces a large mass of merit, such that the lifespan of a happy life can become 80 eons, what need could there be to mention someone who offers an extremely great amount of reverential service to the teachings of the Tathagata? The Blessed One said, Listen, child of the lineage, if anyone who hears the Sanghata Dharma-paryaya is able to have a lifespan of 84,000 eons, what need is there to mention one who has the Sanghata Sutra written out and who reads it? Sarvashura, that one will produce an extremely large mass of merit. Sarvashura, anyone who has mind inspired with pure faith and makes heartfelt prostration to the Sanghata Sutra will remember their past lives for 95 eons. They will become a wheel-turning king for 60 eons. Even in that lifetime, everyone will like them. Sarvashura, their death will not be brought about by weapons. Their death will not be brought about by poison. They will not be harmed by black magic. Even at the time of death, they will see 99 million Buddhas directly. And Sarvashura, those Buddhas, those blessed ones will say to that person, Holy being, because you have heard the Sanghata Sutra Dharma-paryaya explained well, therefore this mass of merit was created. And those 99 million Buddhas, the blessed ones, in their individual word system will also make a prediction. If this is so, Sarvasura, what need is there to mention anyone who hears all of this great Sanghata Sutra Dharma-paryaya completely and extensively? Not only that, they will reassure that person, saying, "Do not fear." At that, the Bodhisattva, the great being, Sarvasura, said to the Blessed One, "Blessed One, when I too listen to the great Sanghata Sutra Dharma-paryaya, what mass of merit will I produce, Blessed One?" The Blessed One said, "Sarvasura, that sentient beings too will produce a mass of merit, as much as the merit of the number of Buddhas, the Tagathas, equaling the grains of sand in the Ganga river." He said, "Blessed One, when I listen to the great Sanghata Sutra Dharma-paryaya, I can't get enough of it." The Blessed One said, "Sarvasura, it is good, very good that you are unable to get enough of Dharma teachings. Sarvasura, since I too am unable to get enough of Dharma teachings, Sarvasura, what need to mention that ordinary beings do not get enough? Sarvasura, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who generates faith in the Mahayana will not go to wrong migrations. For 1,000 eons, for 5,000 eons, they will not be born as an animal. For 12,000 eons, they will not be bad-minded. For 18,000 eons, they will not be born among beings in a remote region. For 20,000 eons, they will be courageous and giving. For 25,000 eons, they will be born in the world of devas. For 35,000 eons, they will engage in the practice of celibacy. For 40,000 eons, they will renounce the householder's way of life. For 50,000 eons, they will uphold the Dharma, and for 65,000 eons, they will meditate on mindfulness of death.